So as promised, today's video will be a spring tour, but I realized that I was missing a crucial thing, more pillows.
Gotta have them.
We have 2 pillowcases. We're actually only going to be using one we'll throw in the shop. They're from Hobby Lobby at half off. They're like $2.50 a piece. Inserts are from IKEA, and we're going to be using stencils to put a little bit of spring on our pillowcases. So Zeb, show what we've got inside.
So we took one of these IKEA cut mats and we put it inside so that our stencil doesn't bleed through to both ends. And now we're just gonna place the stencils on there, get them right where we want, and then we'll put the stencils on using Fairy Chalk Mother in Best Black.
You get the bunny. We're using JRV stencils. You can pick these up at jamirayvintage.com, as well as the Little C brushes and the Fairy Chalk Mother Best Black. If you don't have these IKEA cut mats, you could also use cardboard. We just happen to have these. We use them over and over again, and I think they're like $1.99 for 2. We're just taping the corners here so that way our stencil doesn't move. So we're just gonna load up our brushes with this Best Black, and then we're gonna offload. You want your brush to be not as dry as you would doing a stencil on a piece of wood, but not dripping, because it's gonna take a little bit more paint than a sign, because it's gonna soak it up.
Also, because it's not wood, I like to hold the stencil down even though it's taped. That keeps the fabric from moving around and the stencil flat.
You should stencil your fabric before you upholster if you're gonna do this on a chair. You could also sew pillow covers out of drop cloth and do the same thing.
Yeah, this is very similar to drop cloth.
However, for $2.50, I'm not putting a zipper in something.
No, that's true. That's very inexpensive.
All right,
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Ta-da! Oh, even with shifting, I didn't do too bad. So you can see there's a little wet spot here. I got some paint I had to wash off real quick. We're gonna let these dry, and then I'll lightly sand them just to smooth it out so it's not crunchy. And then in 24 hours, we're gonna heat seal them with the iron, and we'll be good to go.
So we're filming this morning. We're trying to get our spring tour up, and it's snowing outside. It had been sunny when we started out, and then the clouds came and it started snowing.
But that is totally how spring is here in Utah. And the way we decorate, we like to usher in spring, but you're still gonna notice that there's throw blankets and we still have our warm comforter on our bed because it's not exactly warm outside.
Yeah, the high today is 42.
It's warmish. Out front I have a big flower bed that's an old slurry cart, and then we've got a couple of galvanized tubs and an old crock, and I switch out the flowers seasonally. I don't expect that they're gonna last forever. I'm not actually a green thumb at all, and I like to pick things in the spring with it on the little tag. They say hardy to like -10 or 10 degrees, so I know that if we have a weird random snow that it's not going to kill my flowers.
Well, and our porch faces north, so a lot of times that's in the shade a lot of the day. So some plants make it, some don't.
I just plant what I think is pretty, so don't take any planting advice from me. Just know that I just put what I like. In the entryway, we've got my picture of Jesus. That's year round because I feel like he's timeless. And then we've got bunnies. That's really the only thing I added for the spring. My house actually lends itself to spring decorating because I decorate with whites and then pops of color in like muted tones.
The pillow that I stenciled makes its debut on the entry bench that actually is used to hide the shoe baskets underneath it.
We have 5 kids, so we've got buckets for shoes and hooks to hang stuff everywhere, by the front door for guests and around the corner for our kids, because my kids like to dump everything the minute they hit the door. Like, it's all they can do to just hold on to it that far, so we have to have places to put things.
A lot of the things that you're going to see as we go throughout the house are things we've been DIYing since about January, and we've just kind of put them together. Because around mid-January, Jamie's usually done with winter, and we start decorating with springy colors.
I'm pretty sure I'm done with winter January 1st. It's a novel idea over Christmas, but past that, I'm like, ooh, I'm done. Plus, I really like light and bright, so it works for me. All the pillows in the living room, on the couch, and my chairs are from Hobby Lobby. Some of them are just covers, and then some of them came with pillow inserts inside. And then we did stencil my cute little lamb with my Jami Ray Vintage stencils. And I absolutely love the neutral tones that are in these pillows because they can, if I forget and I don't change it out, I'm good through, I'm like good through summer into fall.
The pillows will last as long as Jack doesn't use it for snuggle time because he likes to eat lunch and then hop on Jamie's white couches.
He knows better. In fact, sometimes he'll be like, oh, I need to go wash my hands and face. Like, I'm training him, and it's all right. It all washes, and nothing's too precious. The good thing about these pillows is I got them all half off. So if you keep track of all the sales, you can get all your pillows half off at Hobby Lobby, and they're really reasonable. So in our living room, we've got a window wall. It's a nice neutral background for all of our different seasons. And you'll notice on our coffee table, we've got a vintage tote. If you watched my spring flower video, you saw me put the hyacinth in there. And then this morning, Seb had to make not one, but 2 trips to the grocery store to find wheatgrass because he couldn't find it. So
it was hiding, like it was way back. I bought the last ones they had. It was like someone had purposely stuffed them on the back of the shelf and I couldn't find them.
I called the store and I was like, hey, you guys got any wheatgrass? They're like, yes. I'm like, are you sure? Because my husband said there's none here. Anyways, it worked out perfectly. It was the exact amount we needed for my tote and it has a really springy vibe. The hyacinth are already starting to look sad. I'm gonna have to take it outside for some sunshine.
In the video where we planted all these flowers, we had a couple left over. So I made a couple of little boxes out of some old salvage trim that is out of an old house from the turn of the century. And they turned out great. I didn't seal them or anything. They looked amazing by themselves.
The tulips are from Costco, just in an old vintage tin. And then the hydrangeas are actually my Valentine's Day flowers that just won't die. They're planted, they're like in soil, so I just water them when they start to look sad and they're going the distance. So in the kitchen, all I did above the kitchen cabinets was add some lavender, which actually just came from my bedroom because I put fresh flowers in there. So I just moved all the lavender above there and a new sign in the window above the kitchen window. Like there's a window above the window, yeah.
We love the old windows, we love them.
I always change that out seasonally, so it's just a really easy place to always add some different seasonal decor. And then on my kitchen countertops, there's just like fruit and things that we actually use, like nothing like inherently springish, I guess, except for in the springtime at Costco, we get the limoncello almonds. Zeb doesn't eat them anymore because he stopped eating sugar, so they're gonna last for at least a little bit longer than they would normally.
They'd already be gone if I was still eating sugar. I love those things.
We have 5 kids, so nothing's too precious in our kitchen or actually anywhere in our house. Like if it can't be functional, we're not gonna decorate with it. And I think that's really important when you guys are designing your house and decorating. Decide what's important to you, what works with your lifestyle, and just decorate with things that you love. I'm definitely no designer. I just know what I like and I just put it in my house. In our master bedroom, the only thing we did was switch out the fake lavender for the fresh flowers. And then I added a bunny pillow that I won at Bunko. My bedroom is kind of springy anyways, so no need for a lot of work there.
Basically, spring is our time of year, is what she's saying.
Basically, it's when my decor is in its prime. It's prime decor right now. And I may or may not have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, no 9. I have 9, 10.
When the pillow situation on your bed gets to be more than you can count and remember how many are on there, it's time for an intervention.
I have 10 pillows on my bed. I had 12, but I took off 2 of the king size because we weren't using them.
As you watch this and you're seeing all the rooms and the different things and the various crafts and things that we've done, if you've got questions on how we accomplished that look or where we purchased something, check the description box because I'm putting a lot of info on videos and things that we've done in there. And if you still don't see the answer to that, go ahead and hit us up. We'd love to answer those questions and share with you what we've done here in the house.
We're going to drop also some resource links for places that I purchased things and where you can achieve a similar look and shop at. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
Hit the subscribe button.